Hello friends, we are back with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to do my February wrap up, and to be honest, I wasn't able to read as much this month as I originally thought I would be able to. I kind of forgot that this is a shorter month, and also my life was really stressful, so it was hard for me to even focus on anything. So I'm gonna go through and talk about the books I read this month. First one I read this month is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nowlin. This one is a sequel to If He Had Been With Me, which I think I read. It might have been in my January wrap-up video, or maybe I read it in December. I don't remember. But I read the other one, and I liked it. It was very, very, very YA, but it was, I don't know, I was intrigued by the story enough to continue on. And If Only I Had Told Her, I listened to this book, and the narrators in it were not my favorite, so I struggled. I almost DNF'd it a couple times, but I made it through, and I don't know, I would give it like 2.5 stars. It wasn't my favorite. The next book I read was The Way of the House Husband. I don't know who this is by. This is a manga book. I don't know if any of you are familiar with manga. I used to read a lot when I was a teenager, but I kind of moved away from it. But I have a teenage stepdaughter who does like manga, so I've gotten back into reading some of it because of her. And this is one thing that we both wanted to read, so she bought it with her Christmas money at the bookstore and let me read it after she was done. It was really cute. I kind of want to keep reading it. I like that there's a cat in it because I'm a cat person, and the cat kind of follows the house husband around. So basically the premises is the house husband used to be like a yakuza, which means he was like he would like, I don't know, he like worked for the mob, I guess. I don't really know. He did some shady stuff, and he was like fighting, and he knows a lot of things that the normal people don't really know. And now he is a house husband. He's married, and his wife works while he stays home and takes care of the house and everything involving the house. And they have a cat, and the cat follows him around, and I think that's really cute. But yeah, I would give it 4 stars. I kind of want to keep reading that series. I think it's something short. It's like easy to read because it's a manga. There's lots of pictures, not much text, and I don't know. It's cute. It's a good time. The next book I read was Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This book was cute. It was good. I like the world, the magical things. I have heard that someone asked me for my opinion on this book for YouTube, so I'm going to be honest. I have heard that the other two in the trilogy, Legendary and Finale, are better than this one, than Caraval was. So I am anxious to read those two because I did like Caraval. I think when I was reading Caraval is when I was experiencing a lot of stress in my personal life, so it was really hard to focus, and I think that was just, it was a little bit partially the book, but also mostly my personal life was emotionally abusive. So I definitely want to reread it again, maybe in a couple years, and go from there. But I am definitely going to move on and read Legendary and Finale. I'll give it maybe 3.5 stars. Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. I read this book. I was influenced by another booktuber to read this book, and I'm glad I did. I really, really enjoyed this book, and I want to read the sequel, Parable of the Talents. And I want to check out more Octavia Butler because she's written more books than I thought she did, and I really liked it. I would give it 4 stars, and I think you should read it. I think it's really interesting. The next book is Louisiana Longshot by Jana DeLeon. This book it's a little out of place in my usual books, but I read it for work. We had like a little staff meeting, and I don't know if you know, I work at a library. We had a staff meeting where we had a book club meeting, and this was our book, and it was a good time. I would give it 3 stars. It's like a I don't want to say like cozy, not really a cozy mystery, but it's like a murder mystery. There's a small town. There's these two old ladies that are like badasses, and they do a lot of stuff. And there's a CIA agent. She's like hiding from everybody in the world. She's like undercover, and it's like funny, but it's kind of hokey. But I had a good time. I'd give it 3 stars. The next book I read was Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I cannot wait to read more Ali Hazelwood, especially since this was a YA novel. I kind of want to read an adult novel and see the differences between the two. I really like this book. I learned a lot about chess. I did not know there was a whole subculture of chess players, chess professionals. That's really cool. But I cannot wait to read more Ali Hazelwood. Her writing, I know a lot of people on the internet love Ali Hazelwood, and I'm on that train. I thought she was really funny, and it kind of reminded me of like Emily Henry, and I love me some Emily Henry, so I can't wait to check out more of that, and I would give it 4 stars. Slow Dance by Rainbow Rowell. I don't know if I say her name right. This was probably my favorite book I read this month, and I would give it 5 freaking stars. It was so cute, so good. It was just like, it was just like a realistic love story, kind of like these two teenagers. They were really good friends, and there was some tension, like some crush kind of tension. And then they like get together, but then he's like joining the Navy and she's going to school. So they're like apart and they don't talk for like 14 years. And then they just kind of reconnect and end up, reconnecting. I'm just gonna leave it at there. Almost gave everything away, but it was such a beautiful story. I love stories like that. I don't know why. But I just loved it. 5 stars. I wouldn't change a thing about it. The next one I read was The Housemaid's Wedding by Frida McFadden. This is a novella short story in between The Housemaid's Secret and The Housemaid's Watching. It was really short. I read it like one sitting. It's just a really short story. I'd give it maybe 3 stars. I don't know if I should even give it any stars because it was so short, and you didn't have time to really like get into it. But it was cool. Then the last book I finished this month was The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden. I really, this was not my favorite housemaid book. It just felt really fast. I would give it 3 stars, maybe 3.5 stars. Of course, in true Frida McFadden fashion, there was a plot twist and a crazy ending, and that's cool. But, it wasn't my favorite, but that's no disrespect for Frida McFadden. I'm on a Frida McFadden binge right now, so I'm gonna keep on reading, and I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. That's my February wrap up. My next video will be my March TBR, and thanks for watching up until this point, and hope y'all have a great day.